There it is, Kimbo Gaming. That's my gaming channel. And the logo being the Perseus logo, I'm not going to switch it because that's the actual Perseus logo that I have tatted on my arm. That's the first tattoo that I ever got was the Perseus logo as well. And that's literally a picture of the Perseus logo on my arm. That's my arm. But yeah, and I'm always going to leave that as the logo. I'm not switching that. Like how the Kimbo one for the original channel is, I'll switch the color for this one. But for this one, it's always going to be that. So, yeah. Um, I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited, dude. So with that, we gotta celebrate, and I'm gonna play through a little bit of the first game, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. So let me switch out the cartridge in here. I'll be playing Pokemon Violet again a little bit. It'll be like once a week I'll do a stream for Pokemon Violet for at least the next couple weeks because there are Terra raids. So there's a Meowscarada one, there's a Quaquaval one, and there's a Skeledirge one. But the Meowscarada one has happened, and I beat that one. I gotta put the video out on my channel, you know, whether you're watching this on YouTube or probably on Instagram. But I got some editing to do. I also filmed a bunch, so I got like a bunch of editing to do. I got to schedule videos to go out and edit thumbnails and all that good stuff. I edited one of the videos that I did. Yeah, you know, keep making awesome Beyblade content. You rock, Kimbo. Yo, Tyler Pierce, thanks so much, dude. I really, really appreciate it. And I promise I'm not ignoring you guys' comments. I've just been looking at the, you know, the news. So, let's see. Kevin, Anna, Cheyenne, what's up, man? What's up, man? Saw the toy fair for Beyblade X. I have seen the stuff where I gotta still make a video on that. There's been so much shit that's been going on. It's insane. Like Beyblade news, I still gotta make the video on that. This news just came out, so I'm gonna edit this and put that out, and I'm just excited. Let's see. Well, a bunch of people like showing up. I appreciate you guys showing up and enjoying just like the reaction. Bro, I'm so excited. Like, I almost shit my pants. I almost shit your guys' pants. I don't know. I'm excited. Alright, let's see. My birthday's next Tuesday. Yo, happy early birthday, Kimbo311. I hope you enjoy it, dude. CX Hasbro releases July 2. I don't know, like, oh, CX, I don't know if it's going to release in July. I see it coming out, like, September. Are you sure it's, like, officially July? Because we still got a bunch of stuff. I know that the remakes, well, not remakes, the crossover exclusives, the new ones, will drop in July, like in the summertime. I wonder if they'll have CX by then. But I know we still got to get, like, UX stuff, like Samurai Saber and a few of those other bays. Like, you know, it'll be like Saber Samurai, like Wave Whale, you know, Crest Leon, etc., etc. Getting those bays. I think we'll get those before CX. But regardless, we're going to get some epic stuff. People are too worried because they're definitely putting out Tiger. They're going to be putting out like Black Shell or Shell Obsidian, those bays. They're going to be coming. It's going to be like spring, early summer. Like, and well, throughout the spring, early summer. Because it's not even officially spring yet. That's not for even another, like, what, 3 weeks? So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, with Galactic Base set. And what's up, dude? Very awesome. Take care. Yo, Galactic Base, I appreciate you coming by, man. Thanks so much. And same thing to you, Tyler. All right, Antonio, what's good? 96081, how you doing? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 for a bit. What happened to your knife, Shinobi? What do you mean, what happened to my knife, Shinobi? Whew. I don't understand. I don't understand that one. So freaking dope, man. I'm so excited. And autosave, so I'm sure the next one will have autosave. I love that they grouped them together, like 1 and 2. like childhood with this, man. I got $2,000. Man, my skater. Didn't you lose your Knife Shinobi? No, I didn't lose my Knife Shinobi. Are you asking that because how, like, the battle... Because, like, how the battles have been lately? I switched it up. Since things switched up in the show and more bays have been added to the roster, I've switched up what bays are grouped together with battles. So some of the battles, it'll be like Drain Sword, Hell's Scythe, Night Shield, like how I've been doing. But some of them I did switch it up. And, like, even, like, the ones for the teams. So, like, Zuganix, you know, Pendragon, etc., etc. Those are all staying the same, but some of them I'm switching up, like, what groups. I grouped it together with a different roster of bays. I won't say what ones because I don't want to spoil it, even though it's, like, you know, similar type of series that I'm doing with it. But, yeah, you'll see in the upcoming battles. I got a bunch of battles that I got, like I said, scheduled to go out. I've been really busy today. Been enjoying, like, the warmer weather because everything's melting outside. I literally haven't been able to make an ice stadium because I've tried to layer them, and then when I finally get them layered, it gets warm, and then they melt. So, like, I got blessed even being able to make the one that I did before, and I used as much as I could. And if I were to make one more ice stadium, I only use the bays that I haven't battled in the ice stadium with yet. So there's only, like, select few. It'll be, like, Crimson Garuda, and I think even Garuda I battled with in that stadium, I think. But Ghost Circle I definitely didn't. And Golem Rock I definitely didn't. Like, the newer base, some of them I didn't. Do you miss old school Bakugan? I do. I like the style of old school Bakugan. Even though old school Bakugan, like, during the first gen was amazing, well, Gens 1 and 2 were peak in their own different ways. Gen 3 was good, but not as strong. But yeah, I do love the original, because the designs for the original era of Bakugan were crazy. But the designs that they had for the second era of Bakugan were also crazy. Like how they did Ultras and everything, and how they flipped, and just, yeah. It was great. Alright, so let's see. I guess Skate Tours? Yeah, we'll do that. Ranked and free skate we're gonna go to. Alright, so these are all the different levels. So there's like the warehouse, school, the mall, skate park, downtown, and they had like competitions at some of them. So the skate park in Chicago was a competition one. Then downtown Minneapolis, Downhill Jam in Phoenix, Burnside in Portland, that's another competition one. The streets of San Francisco, which they made like another San Francisco, but like a different area of it, if you will. But yeah, in like Pro Skater 4. Roswell, which was a competition. And it's like the last one. So like Roswell being the big time like final competition of it. You beat that, you beat the game. But then they had the secret area of the hangar, I think. Oh no. That was the last one. Roswell was the last one in the original Pro Skater. They didn't have a bonus one. Roswell was like that secret final one. And then we went to Pro Skater 2. So the Pro Skater 2 had the hangar, School 2, so the second school. Marzial, so like in France, like different areas, of course. New York City being one, New York. Venice Beach, I love Venice. Skate Street, Ventura. And like Skate Street being one of the competition, like Marzial is the competition one for this. Skate Street is the competition one for this. You can tell with the flag. Got Philly, well, then they did Philly. The Bull Ring, which is a competition one in Mexico. Chopper Drop in Hawaii. I think the Bull Ring was the last big time one, and then the Chopper Drop was like a special one after you beat the game. So there's Chopper Drop, but you can still like, I think, get a high score for that one. And then the Skate Heaven being another one. But yeah, so I didn't actually know Skate Heaven was like a secret level. But yeah, the Chopper Drop I remember, the Skate Heaven. It's dope. It's really, really cool. But anyways, you can also go and make your own parks, like and create a park. You're my second favorite Baytuber. Yo, thank you so much, Tyler. I really appreciate that. That means a lot, because there's a lot of goats out there, and that people say that I'm like in their top 5. I'm honored. I just love what I do and just create the content and been doing so for so long. And there's definitely points where I've just gotten kind of sidetracked and lost my way with things a bit and focused way too much on numbers. And I've just learned, you know, especially over the last several years, like, don't focus on the numbers. Just do what you love doing, and those things come naturally. Just work hard, pray, and hope that, like, things work out. And being at this stage of, like, 120, almost 125K, like 124K even is crazy, like, unreal. And then I would say I have a silver play button, man. Having it here, it's an honor. Like, it took 12 to get to this point, almost 13 years. Next month, at the end of next month, will be my 13-year anniversary, which that's insane to say. 13 years I've been doing YouTube. That is almost half of my life. Like, that's crazy. So it shows a lot of dedication and everything that went into it. But with this, let's see, skate shop. Actually, I got some money. I can get, like, boards and stuff. Alright, there we go. All the boards. Holy shit. Oh, we got that one like 12 grand. It's an animated one, but it's like 12 grand for that shit. I got 2 grand. Can't buy a damn board for shit. Like, I do not have enough. I do not have enough of that. So, I'm just, yeah. So, let's create a park, but we're going to go with a free skate. So, let's see. ZR. That's what I'm trying to push. So, there's one for Pro Skater 1. There's one for Pro Skater 2. And then create a park. So, there's a bunch that you can save. Well, a bunch that are, like, really, really popular. I made a park. Let's see. So, there's, like, the waterfall, roller coaster. These were ones that were made by Vicarious Visions, so the ones behind the game. But then, like, there's a bunch of custom parks out there, which is so cool. People get so creative with this. Like the roller coaster one, Black Pyramid, Quackbird Shopping Mall, The View, Face of Skateboarding. It's literally a face. The park is a face. That is so freaking awesome. And there's like hundreds of thousands of plays on it. It shows too. It's an online type thing, so it shows how many people have gone and played on your park if they found it. Montana, Skateland, Unkitten Skate Park, and let's see. So, create a park. And then I'm going to go to my parks. Like, highly rated, they'll show. So, like, Switch Plaza JP, Days Warehouse. And it shows, like, all these creators, these are real people out there that made these parks. Which is so cool. Like, Paramonium, like, Higher Skate Park 2005. The latest being, oh, wow. 2022, 2061. That is not bad. You know, with Cabra Park, like that one. There's votes and plays. It shows how many people vote on them and play on them. Ramps to Heaven, like that's so cool, man. Water drop. Is it just 2 ramps? That's sick. But I put like my favorites here, like Red Roof Inn, Mega Ramp Plaza, the ones that I've enjoyed. But my park. Yo! Holy shit! It's got 8 votes and 68 plays. So this is the park I made. I called it Heaven's Path. So choose your own path from the heavens to the earth. Many ways down, one way up. Watch your step. So that's how I designed this thing. We'll play my custom park. Alright. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Shit. Alright. Let's see. There we go. But the fact it's got 8 votes and 68 plays, people like the park I made. So, I gotta remember it's gonna be rusty, so I'll probably screw up a few times, but it's like it says, many ways down, one way up. Watch your step. So this park itself, I made in 2021. This is before Tears of the Kingdom came out, was when I was playing this game, and I was watching all the trailers and everything. I watched back and looked at the trailer for Tears of the Kingdom so much, and it inspired this a bit, because like how the Sky Islands were. So the way that this part goes you start at the top. So this is the very, very top of it. And if you look down, it's like, holy shit. That is a far way down if you can see it. That's all the way down, that's on the outside. So this is a map, it has a bunch of different floors. So you can take many different paths down, but there's one way up. So there's a bunch of different rails to lead down, there's a bunch of different levels to go down. Yeah, let's see if I can do it without falling. It's gonna be a little tricky, but there's only one way to really get back up. So it's like this. So I'll just take the kind of quick way down, and then I'll go back up. But there's a bunch of different ways to do it. So you gotta time it with some places in order to get down. So all these ramps, and they literally are like floating. And each of these areas are different skate parks. So it goes beyond the realms of like spacing with things. Because it's like you got the basic one on the bottom floor, but it's all different levels of like ramps and stuff that you can go on in order to, you know, get down. But it's so many different like levels of a park in one. So I tried to like increase the absolute space and potential of a park, while also like taking it out of even what's expected, if you will. But yeah, to go beyond the realms of like the sizes that a park can be. So you see like some of these rails, there's a rail that I made that goes all the way from the top all the way down to the bottom, and you have to keep your balance like crazy. It's so difficult to do. Like, it's truth be told near impossible, but it is possible. But if you put like a cheat code on for permanent grinding, you can do it. But yeah, and I love that they kept the cheat codes for it. But like this, that rail that goes down, like there's many different ways. You can take that other rail to go down quickly, that one. Yeah, there's so many different ways. And I'll just like demo it, so. Shit. I fell. It's fine. It goes out a level. That's what I mean. And that's why it says watch your step. So, this is the base at the bottom. And it's still like, there's a good amount of stuff. You obviously have a certain amount of items that you could put in a park. When you reach that top part, then that's it. You can't put any more items. So let's even test that. Because at this bottom part, it's like flatland. It's a mixture of street, vert, and flatland. All of them. All the different types, really, of skating. Indie backflip. Got them. So you got like these ramps down here. Got like this brick wall, sidewalk type of ramp right here. Got like some spines. Got a bunch of rails, as you saw. Got like the Tokyo rail. Got the ones from like Rio. Which I'm excited to what parts they're going to put in for like custom parts. I hope they bring back all the features that they put in this, that they had in the classic games, because we'd love to make the customs. But yeah, like have a huge ramp right here, so playing with the vert, big time. With like the wall. These rails there, got the loops. And then, like, with this, I can restart the run. So that's another thing with it, restarting the run so I can go back to the top. But what I'll do is I'm going to show the gimmick for this going back. How am I doing? Yo, Christian, how's it going? Hasbro's cooking more Beyblade X. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I'm so excited. Yeah, what he said. What he said. Yeah. What is this game? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. They announced today that Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 3 and 4 are getting remastered, and they come out July 11th. And Tony Hawk Pro Skater is the first game I ever played that I beat on the Nintendo 64 when I was 5 years old. So, like, all the Pro Skater games have a special place in my heart. Pro Skaters 1 through 4, Underground, Underground 2, American Wasteland, Project 8, all of them you talked about, I played and beat. Well, on the 360... The 360 is when they switched over. So Project 8, there's a version on 360. I didn't beat the 360 version, but I did beat the original Xbox version. But yeah, so I'm playing a custom map right now. It's Heaven's Path. This is a map that I made in 2021. It's inspired by Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. before we even knew Tears of the Kingdom was the name. Like I said, I made it in 2021. So, yeah. But basically, like how the Sky Islands were. I think it was the trailer right then when they showed that they're like Sky Islands. But I got inspired by that. And that's why it's Heaven's Path. Go from the heavens down to the earth. There's many ways to go down, and there's many ways to go down, but there's only one way to go up. Do you know what systems they'll be for? They're going to be on the Switch, the Nintendo Switch. And it drops July 11th. It's a combined game. Like, this is Pro Skaters 1 and 2 put together into one, and then it's going to be 3 and 4 put together into one game. But, yeah. So I'm going to show you guys the gimmick for this park going up. So, it's like a completely different park. Going down it as well as going up. Like the vertical way. Because you obviously got to be careful and watch your step when going. But there's all these different ramps and such. And there's the path up to the heavens, if you will. So, let's see. Gotta find the way even. I got some trees here. It's supposed to go beyond the realms of imagining with the size of a park. Like, there's a lot with this, and a lot of stuff is spread out, but it's realistically spread out, too. Because how fast the character moves on here. And then you got, like, the ramps on the way up. And it's about timing. So it's not impossible, but you just gotta time it. If you time it well, you can just, like, wreck through this park. So I got a half pipe here. And then as you go up, the path gets tougher. So, like, you gotta do jumps that you have to do, like, a boneless in order to get between. Because if you don't, then it won't reach out far enough, you know. And there's some crazy, crazy spots with this that I made. So, like this pipe right here. I also got inspired by Jet Set Radio Future with this a bit. Like, the sewers are, like, pipes like that. But, yeah. And then some of these jumps are really big. So, it's like you can try to no-comply it or boneless it. Or you could just, like, take the rails. So, like, half pipe here, another one over there. You could jump in between. Like I said, there's different levels for it. There's, like, I think 7 or something like that. You see that rail right there. I got some crazy, like, gaps that I made with this as well. I think higher up I got one. But it's, like, scary because you can see all the way down with it. And it's like one of those things, I'm afraid of heights, truth be told. Like, I even get, like, anxious when doing some of these jumps on here. Oh, man. So, for example, this gap. You can make it. You gotta make sure that you have enough speed with it. I might balls it and try to do it. Show off for you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna try to. We'll see. Shit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm ballsing it. Alright, we're gonna YOLO it, but I'm so nervous that I'm gonna fuck it up. But if not, whatever. Like I said, I'm afraid of heights, God. Even you see it in a game, it's like, holy shit! But alright, here we go. 3, 2. Yep, I got it. That was fucking scary. But as you saw, that's a gap. You miss that, you're falling all the way the fuck down. But, yeah, that's crazy. Yo, Fishy's up in here. What's up, dude? The Tony Hawk game. I'm excited to see the new skate. Yeah, for real. When are they gonna put out that new skate? They just announced the new one today, dude. This is Pro Skaters 1 and 2 that came out during the pandemic in like 2020. This is a park I made in 2021, but they just announced it today. Literally today. Pro Skaters 3 and 4 are getting remastered for the Switch. So, you talk to Lee, you can get that game, like how you can get this one, and play them on the Switch. But, yeah, Pro Skaters 3 and 4 are getting remastered, just like how they did for 1 and 2, and it comes out July 11th. Oh, I'm so fucking excited, oh my god. I can't wait, I'm so excited. But, this is another level. That one gap was crazy. But, like I said, there's many ways down. So, for example, there's like a stair set here. There's so many different combinations and ways that you can make it down and shred it on the way down, but there's one major way up, which is the one I'm taking. So, like this. And then as you, like I said, as you get higher up, it's more of a challenge. Alright, so this is the next level. Not quite the top, almost the top. We still got a few more. Believe it or not, there's still a few more. This is the size of this freaking park. So I went beyond the realms of all imagining with the size of the park. Like, it's insane. So got like the water right there, like the fountain, got the ramps, got the good old classic loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. Bop. And then bop. Like, you gotta, it's just enough space with the gaps, so it'll show off your skills. This is for like veteran players, you know, who are beating the game and such, and know their timing and how to shred with these games. Truth be told, this park is not for the weak at heart, for real. But yeah, I got that ramp right there. It's a whole entire path. And I got inspired, like I said, by Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Before, like, we even knew it was Tears of the Kingdom. When they put out the first trailer, I got so inspired, I literally spent a day and made this park. Because I was so excited about it. And I'm like, I'm going to do some Sky Island type shit with this. But, yeah, so this is the peak, the top. So I made all the different ramps, and with this, it's high risk too, because you can see all these platforms are connected by rails, and they're all their own parks, but you just gotta watch your step with it. And believe it or not, this is not the technical full height for it. There's one area that's a little bit higher up. I'm gonna go over to it. But of course with this I gotta be careful, because if not, my ass is gonna fall all the way down. Or maybe not all the way down, but far down. This park is sick. I appreciate it, man. I put a lot of thought into this. Like, I got inspired by Tears of the Kingdom. I put so much thought. This is like the custom park that I made. I only made one so far, and this is the one. I made so many when I was younger. I made ones that were like pits with a bunch of spikes and shit. One was like a raceway with Tony Hawk's Underground. It was cool. I hope they remaster, because if they do, I would definitely try to remake that. But this is the highest point. So you see this park up here, this actually isn't the very highest level. There's one more, which is this one. And I'm one that'll test shit. This is the highest point that you can put height-wise with this game. Like, with this park. With a park in general. So this is the highest point that you can do out of all of it, but just looking down, look at all that. All the different levels and stuff with it, it's crazy. Let's see. I definitely see where the ideas came from. Let you let me play Tears with this awesome for escape version. I appreciate it, man. And you know how much I love that game. And even the Tony Hawk games growing up. This was our childhood. You know, dude. Out of everybody. So this is the highest point that you could put, but literally this is so high up, they won't let you put an item on this platform. So it's like full flatland, kind of like how they had with parts in some parks. So you got to sit there and focus on the flatland tricks and stuff. 53,000, little combo. But all you can do is connect the rails to it. So from this, I made a rail from the highest point all the way down to the bottom. Oh, I like this song, Sedona. Alright, but yeah. So watch this shit. I'm gonna try to keep my balance. I'm probably not gonna be able to, but holy shit, here we go. What? I died. And dead. I'm gonna go back to the top. I'm gonna try that again. 1000%. If we weren't skateboarding or you weren't making videos, we were playing these games and skate. Yeah, exactly. Y'all, if you don't know, this is my best friend Zach that's in the chat. Like, you talk about when we were kids going around and just skating and stuff. It was crazy. From the jump. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep my balance. I got to do perfect balance with this. It's so difficult because it gets tougher to do it as you go along. Oh, fuck. Yo, no. Alright. Yeah, but that rail, truth be told, unless you're an absolute master, you're gonna like even if you're a pro, you're not gonna be able to get that full rail. That's one that's meant to use like a cheat code, because there are cheat codes with it. But that was close. Kinda. I didn't even honestly there was a bunch left with that rail, but I got pretty far. let's see, game mods. There we go. So there are cheats, which is cool that you can put that in, you know. So I'm gonna put perfect rail balance. I don't have any of the cheats on. I just do it for fun. And also like the double base score. I didn't realize there was a cheat for that. Graphics default black and white inverted. Yeah, you could do this too even. And it makes it even tougher. You can switch up the graphics like Green Boy. Imagine playing it like oh my god, with this park. You gotta really focus on your skills, dude. Like imagine playing it like that. Holy shit. Well yeah, like old timey. What's old timey? Oh yeah. That's not that bad. No, you want trippy? Where is it? Where the hell is it? Firmly grasping. Let's see. Green Boy. Inverted. Black and white's not bad. Defaults. Obviously what it is regularly. But inverted. Look how trippy this is. Oh my god. Almost fell. Alright, shit. I'm turning that on. I'm like, alright, yeah. You talk about a challenge? Trying to do that with the freaking switched up colors and stuff. But, with this, I'll do a bunch of the different ways going down and then I'll end off this stream. But it's just big time hype, dude. And I figure I'd play through Tony Hawk because I haven't put any of the Tony Hawk stuff on my gaming channel. So, no inverted color. Go to default, and we're just gonna do perfect rail balance. Classic. Yeah, we're just gonna do default. All right, so. That song "I Boo" just come to my head when that popped on the screen. I don't know. I guess it makes sense. That makes sense. But alright, so this is the perfect rail, so I don't have to worry about anything now. This is how long this rail is. I made it about what? Like right here. This is how much is left of it. I wasn't even close. I wasn't even close, bro. Like, look at this fucking rail. Oh my god. Yeah, still going. Still going. It goes all the way down. It goes across the entire park, so you can go and see like a scenic view and turn the camera and everything. It's meant for like perfect rail. But that's the longest rail with the park. Like, I took the limits of what you can do with a park and did even further. And then, yeah, I got it. Indie backflip. So, I'm just going to restart this run a few times. You'll see me push restart a few times. Because there's different ways to go down this. So this park's called Heaven's Path. Like I explained before, but I know some people weren't in here. Heaven's Path, inspired by Tears of the Kingdom. It's basically, you choose your way from the heavens to the earth. You go from the heavens to the earth. There are many ways down, but one way up. I just showed the one way that was up. So there's many ways that you can take it down. So you can do the long way, like how I went up. You can take that way down. Or you can go like that rail up there, like how I showed. There's like rails like this. Oh shit, I messed up. Yeah, I didn't need to do that. Alright. So like, rails like this. It's literally endless. Like, there's a shit ton of ways to navigate this park. I'll just take one of them, for example. I'll try to take, like, one of the more fun ways. So, it's like that. Yeah, there's a rail that goes from up there. That goes down. I'll take a little bit of the long way. I'm going to try to do as many different ways down as possible. Alright, so there's that. Jumping from one bowl to like another if you want to be ballsy. Where's the stair? There we go. I'm going to use the stairs for this one. So I made a stair set. There's that half pipe right there. There's this rail. Lights out. Who on the radio? The soundtrack, man, the classic soundtrack that they had for Pro Skaters 1 and 2. It was like, what? They call it Pro Skater 2X because it was 1 and 2 put together. Oh shit, I messed up. Ah! But it's fine. Still, well, that's another way to go down. You know. Oh shit. Well. Crazy. 64 out here right now? Like 64 degrees? Wait, what is one? Oh, it is 64. Is it 64? It's that warm. Damn. We get to the bottom. 1 loop-dee. 2 loop-dee. 3 loop-dee. Get dizzy. Oh, shit. But there's also, like, a couple of ways to get up to, like, the second level. Well, this being, like, one. This one right here. So, boom, and then, see if I can get it. Come on. Motherfucker. Got it. Oh, got it. That was sick. It's like half pipe. So, for the first couple levels, there are different ways up. And right there, oh my god, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. That's another alternative one. So like this ramp right here, if you go too quickly, you'll fly through. So you gotta like go slow and pace yourself with it. Like the key is, like I made that look easy, but you gotta go slow with it. Oh shit. Oh fuck. You're like, whoa. Because if you go too quickly, this will happen. Wah, 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 wah. Wow, I'm actually surprised that worked. There's a lot of times where that hasn't worked. But yeah, so many different ways. Up and then down. Oh shit. They added to the soundtrack like this. Token. Incognito. Don't know where the he goes. Token. Hey. Alright, Bob. Come on. Can I make it? I don't know if I can do it. I'm trying to go up a ramp that's like impossible to go up, but I'm gonna try to do it anyways, cause I don't give a shit. Bop, bop. No, I'm not gonna be able to. Oh, get close. I can do it. Bop, bop. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. I can do it. I can make it. I can make it. I think I can. No, I can't. I made it all the way to that one. That's still pretty far. Like, that's all vertical. That's all vertical right there. I managed to pull that off, so that was sick. Yeah. But, yeah. This is the park. Overall, like, I think it's dope as hell, because there's so much to do with it. Once you, like, master the game and everything, and just get used to the style, it's, like, you can navigate it really easily. Of course, one fall, and it's like, fuck! Bop. I don't tell mama. Voila. I'm so fucked up. I just heard blah blah. Teacher said I'm artistic. Either that or autistic. Yeah. And oh damn. I kid you guys not, just on a personal level, being real, I did not figure out that I was like autistic until like end of last year, truth be told. Well, yeah, I never got like diagnosed for it, but just realizing it, having all the symptoms and everything. But yeah, it's only since 13 I was a grown motherfucking man. But yeah, the timing. Clean with the shots. Oh, and got it. That one I did on purpose. Well, I got these rails here. Even down here got a little bit of stuff, so like an under-over passage right there. Got the steps on the top and this rail that goes underneath. Overall, I think like it's a fun, solid park. Especially like the overall size of it. Because this is like, I'm pretty sure I made the biggest width that you can for a park. And then, not only that, played with as much space as possible. So not only, like, the size of the park that you can make wideness-wise, but height-wise. I tested the whole realm. I'm talking about... Let's see. Talk about what? Uh-huh. Satan killing people's childrenhood on... Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That's a metaphor. You talking about a certain you can't see me man going and shopping the entire world? Dude, I had a feeling that one of them was gonna turn. And I thought it was gonna happen like WrestleMania 17 style at WrestleMania. I was shocked that it happened then. But I had a feeling it was going to be Cody or Cena. But it makes sense. It's insane because this is the first time Cena's been a heel since 2003. He literally turned face in 2003 and has been a face ever since. That is insane. But, like, it was thought he was never going to actually turn heel again. And then when people least, well, kind of expected it, but least expected it, like, when and the way that it went, him turning heel. And he's aligned with The Rock. That is nuts, dude. I think there's symbolism with what The Rock did. So I thought the 1, 2, 3 that he held up, that had symbolism. And then he did the 2 with the cutting at the neck. What did he do as soon as Cena turned? He hinted at that. But I think, okay, this is what Rock did. He did like 1, 2, but then he switched to this, 3. When he was counting. What is this? He turned it the other way? That's what Cena does, dude. With the hands. And if that was him hinting at that heel turn all the way back then, holy shit. People think that, like, Rock is just coming in and doing stuff randomly. His circle is so small that actually knows about stuff. Like, nobody internally even knew about the heel turn happening then. But he definitely had a plan. It was like, I think it's him, Triple H, and, like, another person. The circle of people that, when it comes to, like, storylines with him as the final boss and stuff, that circle's that small. It might even just be him. Like, him and Triple H. Or maybe just him. But I'm sure he works with Triple H with it big time. Rock knows what he's doing. There is meaning behind what he's doing. He wanted Cody to get his guard caught off. Like, everything was okay. And then he went and pulled a final boss move. And then not only, like, getting payback on Cody, but, like, he turned Cena heel. Like, Cody is the champion, and they made him the ultimate fucking underdog. The ultimate underdog while being the champion, because how they set this up. I'm sitting here like, how the hell is Cody going to get through this? He's going to need help. I wonder if they're going to, like, is he going to do Bloodline rules, that being Rock? Oh, shit. You can grind on that. I didn't realize that. Like, the platforms in between? Well, that's cool. Even those are rails. But, yeah. I wonder if they're gonna do it where it's like no DQ or something. If it's Bloodline rules, I see something big time happening with this. The only way Cody is holding on to this title is if it's Bloodline rules and he gets help. Because even with the Bloodline rules, Rock's gonna probably have a bunch of, like, plans for him. Or something. Or, like, maybe the ref gets knocked out in the middle of it. The only way is if, like, because you know Rock's going to be in Cena's corner. Cena's going to be there himself now as a heel. Rock's going to be helping him. And this is going to be hell for Cody, this road to WrestleMania. Once again, like how it was last year before he became champ, is going to be hell for Cody. Again, even as the champion this time. But, you know Rock's going to get involved. Imagine if Rock gets involved, and then Roman gets involved and he stops The Rock and spears The Rock. Cody retains the title, maybe over, like, heel Cena. That's the only way that I could see it happening, is if, like, Roman or someone else gets involved and helps Cody. But it would make sense if it is Roman, because imagine Roman spearing The Rock, because he's the OTC and The Rock's acting like he's the final boss, pulling all the punches for everything. Roman doesn't like it, and you get a setup for next year. Right then he's like, you know what? WrestleMania 42. Roman Reigns versus The Rock, and that just happened right there. Like the gap, I missed it, and I fell all the way down. That's what I mean. But WrestleMania 42, like how we announced John Cena versus The Rock. WrestleMania 42, Roman Reigns versus The Rock. That's a year to get that. That's a marquee match set up a year in advance, and you know it's going to be insane because those two battling it out, and it being a battle for like the bloodline. But that'll go out the bloodline story for the next year, because on SmackDown, I see a bunch of shit happening. Like, it's WrestleMania. You saw, it's Crash Out season. It's WrestleMania on the horizon. That's the next pay-per-view. It's Crash Out season. Everybody's trying to get on that card. And it's super unpredictable to who the hell's going where, except for, like, the 4 top matches. You got Jay versus Gunther. You got Tiffany versus Charlotte. You got, Jesus Christ. Okay. You got Cena versus Cody with this setup. But also, even with Raw, what they did, they're like, oh, you think you know? We thought it was going to be Rhea versus Bianca being in the match, of course. But now it's Io versus Bianca, but I see it being a triple threat with Rhea. Why? Because of how the finish went. Yes, like, Rhea got distracted and Io won, but, like, Bianca distracted Rhea. She definitely did. So, this is my theory, alright? And I'm going to make a video on it. That's why I call The Rock Satan, because this dude's talking about taking soul. Yeah, for real. You're not wrong. He's pulling like the Vince McMahon, I'm gonna take your soul type shit, like the final boss. He really is. Roman is getting in that steel cage next week. Yup. I agree with you 1000%. I'll talk about that in a little bit. I'll sit and now, I'm gonna switch up the park though, because you guys have seen this park. I'll switch it up. I'll go to some of the actual ones with the, 2000. Well, no, I just got like a few extra bucks. That's fine. Let's go to the warehouse. I'm gonna go to the warehouse because it's the classic first one. I remember this when I was a kid. Literally on the 64. This is the one I play in a lot. It was the warehouse. I'm just doing tricks and practicing. But with it, Io won because Rhea got distracted by Bianca. But even though, like, Rhea got cocky, like, there should have been disqualification with this, okay? It's not just a distraction thing. It's not like Bianca sat there and was, like, fully, sitting there taunting her without touching her. With that match, Rhea pushed Bianca first, but then Bianca pushed back multiple times. So with that, Rhea could put her hands on Bianca in the case of, like, it's a one-side thing with it, but it is honestly the rules with how it is in a match. Rhea can push Bianca, but the second that, like, someone on the outside strikes a wrestler, it's a disqualification. No matter who it is or how you twist it. And when you see when the ref sees it, it should be immediate disqualification. Whether it's a shove or a move or anything like a punch or a shove or a push, that's a DQ. That should have happened when Rhea and Bianca were getting at it. So, with that, Bianca should have, like, caused a disqualification on Rhea right there, and Rhea should have won the match. But the ref saw it, went out and said, no, this is a title match. It should have ended right then and there. It doesn't matter if it's a title match. She still put her hands on her, and it should have caused a disqualification. With wrestling rules. That's how it goes. So, Rhea would have a claim, for it. But I've got a feeling that Bianca did that on purpose, because if you look closely, after Io wins the title from Rhea, the smile that Bianca has isn't just like a, oh, congratulations smile. It's a, like, my plan went perfectly, look at this chaos that I caused type smile. They're doing a slow heel turn with Bianca, because with this match happening, somebody's got to be the heel. You know what I mean? Got to be the bad guy with it. It's like how Cena and Cody, both generational big-time baby faces, Cena turned into the heel with it. That's how it goes with these types of feuds. Like have a face or a heel, or in the case of some special feuds, like how it is for Seth and Punk, two guys that just hate each other so much that it's like you don't see a face or a heel with it too much. Or one playing more of the face or the heel role, you know what I mean? So with that, I think Rhea's going to have a claim for that title. And it's going to be Io, Rhea, and Bianca in a triple threat for that title, but Io going in as the champion. And also with it, truth be told, Bianca's having a slow heel turn. She's going to be the one out of them that's a heel. Rhea was a heel and then went to being a face, of course, you know, with time and things. They tried to make her a heel even with things, but then, like, she ended up being the face and turning face with things, and I don't see her turning... Like, she's going to turn into anti-hero. Rhea's going to be an anti-hero because she's not going to give a shit about people as much, because, you know, that was the main thing with it, and it cost her the title. She needs to go to be, like, Rogue Rhea that's not a heel, but, like, a tweener in between. You know what I mean? Because it's like the Daniel Bryan, Edge, Roman Reigns type thing. You know, Daniel Bryan got inserted and made it a triple threat. Roman was the monster heel, for sure. Edge was the monster, well, kind of was the monster baby face, but then how he sat and was feuding with Daniel Bryan became like an anti-hero. Not like full-fledged heel, but more anti-hero. He played with that role. And then Daniel Bryan being the face with it, big time. You know what I mean? So in this case, Io is the champion. She's definitely the face. Like, Io deserved this. Like, she earned this. She deserved this. It was epic. And the way that she's going with things now, she's definitely the face with this. The baby face that people are behind. And I'm glad that Io's a champion. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm just saying how they built this up. And you can't leave Rhea Bloody Ripley out of WrestleMania. They're not going to. But Rhea is going to play the anti-hero in the middle of it. But Bianca is definitely the one that is turning full-fledged heel with all of this. And I think this is going to go into a longer storyline. At WrestleMania, with it being a triple threat, no DQs, that's where Bianca shows her true colors. She's going to do every possible damn thing that she can. Just like how Cena's doing any possible damn thing that he can to get that 17th title. She's going to do every single possible damn thing to become the world champion. And she, herself, it seems like is intimidated for the first time in her career. Well, maybe not first time. Second, I'll say. And that's getting into this. This is the second time. So Rhea being like the yin to Bianca's yang. You know what I mean? The yin and the yang. Two sides of the same coin. Rhea, Bianca, for sure. This is a dream match everybody's wanted to see. Honestly, with Io as well. It's like a triangle with those three. And a show with NXT. But Bianca definitely thinks that she can beat Io easier than she can beat Rhea, which is why she cost her the title, so Rhea will be out of WrestleMania, but Rhea's going to be back in it, and then you're going to see Bianca starting to get pissed off about that when Rhea gets put into the match and it's a triple threat. It's going to be nuts. Rhea is very protected. She barely loses. Yeah, exactly, and they're not going to have it where, like, she's left out of WrestleMania, because they built her up as a monster, because she definitely is, but so is Bianca, and honestly, that's the same way for Io. Io's the first one to ever hold the two new titles, like the women's title, now the gold one, and the women's world title. And she deserves that. It's cool how they're doing this. They're giving them each their props in their own way. But I think Bianca is going to hold that world title. And in the triple threat it'll show, because it'll be no DQ. Bianca's going to be doing no DQ tactics and get the win with that. I see Io possibly taking a pin with it, because Bianca's going to definitely do heel tactics and cheat to do so. The Street Profits are heel. Bianca's married to Montez, and it makes sense, like both of them being heels. It's time for Bianca to be, like, to up her character. She's been a face for so long. She has not been a heel on the main roster. I don't even know if she was a heel in, like, NXT, really, when you think about it. So, having a heel run for her would be a breath of fresh air and epic. Heel Bianca Belair is world champion. That'll lead to a feud with Rhea and Io, both of them trying to get that title back. But in the long term, leading to a feud with the first person that she's intimidated by. Who is that exactly? I'm going to end this off. But who is that exactly? That being Jade Cargill. So, at the Chamber, I know y'all saw this. At the Chamber, Jade returned and beat the shit out of Naomi. It was insane. But with that, let's see, we'll go to... Let's go to the home of one Kimbo 311, because it's his birthday coming up. Philly. Pretty sure he's from Philly, I think. I know he lives in PA, but I remember saying Philly. But, yeah. So, anyways, Naomi it's clear, like, Jade took out Naomi. Naomi is the one that attacked Jade. But I see this as a Stone Cold Triple H Rikishi type of storyline. If you know, you know. 1999 is Survivor Series. I have a lot of knowledge on, like, wrestling, like, quite a bit. 1999 Survivor Series, Stone Cold, Triple H. In that, no, it wasn't at the 1990. Well, it was at the 1999 Survivor Series, I think, or one of them. But Stone Cold got hit by a car, literally. He got hit by a car. He had to have, like, surgery and everything, so it was a way of writing him off. But then he came back, and when he got cleared to come back, he was on a rampage trying to figure out who the hell did it. It's that type of thing for Jade. Well, like, who the hell ran me over? Except Jade knows who attacked her and took her out for months, and it's Naomi. But with Stone Cold, he went around looking, and then it turned out that it was Rikishi that went and did it. Unborn Forgiven said it. I did it for The Rock. Because it's a notorious thing. Like, I did it for The Rock. Which I'm praying that this storyline leads to, like, Solo or Jacob. One of those two saying I did it for The Rock. Which I hope it will be Jacob. Like, we gotta get a whole storyline with this man. Maybe Solo turns face and stuff again. But he has to get in good graces with the Bloodline. Because after he said he betrayed them and then had his own group. But then now, Jacob taking the reins and maybe reforming the Bloodline. Because Tonga Loa is going to be coming back. Tama Tonga. You know, all of them. But I'll get into that storyline with them. There's a bunch, like, with this. It's fucking insane. But then, Rikishi was the one that did the damage, but it turns out that Triple H was the one that put the hit out for Stone Cold to get hit. Rikishi, like, he told Rikishi to go do it. Similar type thing with this. Naomi being the one that attacked Jade and put her through the car window and everything, or, like, onto the car or through the window. But Bianca being the one that called the shot. She wanted Naomi to do it. And Naomi is taking the fall, like how Rikishi took the fall from Stone Cold with it. And then he was like, it was me, Austin. you got your answer. You know, that type of thing. And then it led to Triple H and Austin having a feud. That type of thing with this. I see Bianca doing the same thing. Like, Jade's gonna get it out of Naomi like somebody helped her with it. But then it'll be Bianca turning and being like, I did it. Because it's true what a lot of people were saying. Bianca being intimidated that she's not the fastest, the strongest. Believe it or not, Nia Jax being right with this. Like, yeah. Her being right with it. I'm going to open up this secret spot. So there's a secret spot in there. You see those walls? There's a way to open it. But, it's going to lead to Bianca and Jade. And I see it being for the world title. Or a title. You know, probably the world title. But, yeah, that type of shit with it, you know. Oh, I gotta grab it, damn it. I don't know if you know Hikuleo. He is related to the Tamas. He's been signed since July, so you'll probably join Fatu. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hikuleo. I haven't seen Hikuleo's matches, but I know that they... Holy shit, there it is. That's how you do it. That's how you break it. But, yeah. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa have a brother, and it's Hikuleo, and that man is like 6'8". He's a giant. He's a monster. And it makes sense him going to the Bloodline side, because it's not Solo's new Bloodline anymore. Solo is going to get booted from that new Bloodline by Jacob. Because literally, like, Tama Tonga's siding with Jacob more. Jacob's obviously had issues with Solo, and it's shown. Because he's done, like, tell me what the hell going on. Like, they're making Solo break out as a star with this year that much more. With his mic skills and also how he is in the ring, it's only a matter of time before he becomes world champion. For real. But it's a whole Bloodline type thing. There's going to be another Bloodline feud. For real. Except it's going to be Jacob's version. And I think Jacob's version is going to be too damn much for Roman's version. I see it, like, maybe we run it back to another Bloodline Civil War and War Games or something with this year after everything builds up, because they're going to be building up Jacob and then this Bloodline with this year. Look how it was with the Bloodline after last year. It all started after WrestleMania and built up to Survivor Series. That being Solo's. Same thing for Jacob's. Kind of similar, but it's going to be different, because instead of Solo being the one in charge, Jacob being at the front, you've got Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa behind him, tag champs, But then you got someone who could play that spot of like Intercontinental Champion or United States Champion, Hikuleo. And there you go. You bring him in. And then you got the 4 men for that bloodline. And it's going to be damn insane. And maybe it'll lead to them needing Solo's assistance again. Like, Solo's going to try to get in good graces with the bloodline again. Like, Roman's bloodline. And then we get the OG full-fledged bloodline that we saw when Roman ran everything. Like, Sammy, Roman, the Usos, and Solo all on one side. Like I said, it'll take time, like how they had to come back together with this year. And they're all on pretty much good terms except for Solo. So it'll be Solo's story getting back on the good graces of this bloodline, but they face the new bloodline. And then that could be like, imagine if it is Bronson Reed again, who knows? But at least like Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, Hikuleo, and then the third one, the fifth one, jeepers if I can math with what I'm saying. Scott Snyder's coming out of me or something. But the fifth one could possibly be like Zilla Fatu. Yeah, Zilla. Imagine he comes in. That's Umaga's son. And then he joins the new bloodline. Oh, that would be nuts. With a stacked roster like that, Jacob's team might actually win this time. And then with that, it could be like this bloodline is working under The Rock. Because he's the final boss. He's already doing stuff to mess with Cody. Maybe he gets it to where, like, yeah, he's with Cena right now. But then you got the whole story for Cena. Cena will be gone next year. So then the story will be he goes from things with Cena back to the bloodline type stuff, that being The Rock. And then we get the build up where Roman and his bloodline got to get through this new bloodline one by one, and it's like going up the levels of a map or something, like, facing bosses until Roman gets to the final boss, The Rock, and literally there you go, WrestleMania 42, Roman Reigns versus The Rock in The Rock's retirement match. He'll still be doing stuff for TKO and stuff, but he won't need to do, like, any storylines or anything after that. Like, the Roman Rock match, that's the big marquee match. When that happens, then it being done for The Rock. And then them putting him in the Hall of Fame, him being done wrestling, and the final boss rides off into the sunset, just being the boss of TKO. Because The Rock is getting older, You'd prep for like 1 or 2 more matches. I could see maybe a match with Cody if things fail with Cena, or like Cena wins the title back. Or Cena wins the title. Well, Cody wins the title back from Cena. And then after that, The Rock tries to go in and deal with things, but then Roman gets in his way, and then that being the whole bloodline type thing, and leading to The Rock and Roman at next year's WrestleMania. That's a solid year-long storyline. Look at the freaking bloodline one, and look how they could do it with that. That could go for a year. And then that being how they build it. Do you guys think that's a solid, like, idea for a storyline? To build up to Roman and The Rock? Because they definitely are going to do it. They're not going to leave it out. That's a still dream money match. And New Orleans and WrestleMania would be the perfect time to do it. And that'd be it for Rocky. Zilla as if Solo and Fatu are fused. Yeah, he's freaking nuts. Zilla is crazy. I've seen some of his, like, moves in his matches. I love that he does the running, like, spike. He does, like, a Superman punch type spike, and it's dope. That being his finisher. Because it pays homage to his dad with the Samoan spike. And then it'll be perfect reason. Like, Solo tries to get back in the good graces, and then Jacob brings in Zilla. The Battle of the Samoan Spikes. It's like, nah, this is the real Samoan Spike. This is from my dad. You went and you, like, botched this shit. Like, you ain't his son. The Samoan Spike, that's from my dad. Don't you do it. You know what I mean? Like, that type of shit. Those who don't know Zilla that's Umaga's kid. Yeah. Umaga's son. But that'll be the perfect reason to bring him in. Like, Solo versus Zilla. And Zilla being the heel, Solo going back to, like, a face run with things. Because there's still more of this bloodline story. There's still, I can see another whole year of a big time telling. It's going to end with Rock and Roman. This right now is obviously the things with Cena, and it's crazy. This is about just like the craziness with Cena And the eyes are on Cena in this heel run because he deserves like that recognition and stuff because it's his last year. We all know Cena's done in December. So I see him turning back to being a face and like realizing things. I don't think he's gonna retire as a heel. He's having his heel run now, and it's that heel run's gonna go throughout like the majority of this year. And then he'll turn back face again and try to get back in the good graces of people. You know what I mean? Because he'll realize how like he wants his legacy to be because this is it, and he's gonna start realizing it. You know what I mean? I see it being like that. He's gonna be healed for a lot of this year, but then he'll turn face at the end, back to face. But we're getting that dream, like after all these years, Cena heel turn that honestly a lot of people wanted to see, and they're giving it to us before he retires. So it's wild. But yeah. So that whole Bloodline story, then you got like, you know, I talked about the women's world title with that. Like, those are two big-time stories going forward. Like, Jade and Bianca is definitely the focus for, like, end of this year, going next year, or something like that. It's going to be a big feud that's going to happen. Jade and Bianca. The question is when. They're slowly building to that. That's a dream match. Rock and Roman, that being another one. Jade, Bianca, that being one. What are some other ones? They're doing Bianca, Io, and Rhea. Yeah, you know. Zilla and Jacob are close in real life. Oh yeah, I think, aren't they all close in real life? Or a lot of them are close in real life, but they just know the industry well, how they do things. All right, I'm gonna switch it up. End the run. I'll do one more map and then I'll end this off. If you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. But thanks for coming by, Hunter. I appreciate it. I can see that happening. I remember watching the match with my dad back then. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let's see. We'll go to... You know what? Go to New York City. Because, believe it or not, I got a trip coming up soon where going to be going into the city for some stuff. It'll be about a month from now, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get a hold of like some people down there and so to do a battle or a collab or something at some point. But yeah, what are my thoughts on the Death Rider storyline with Mox? I haven't seen a ton of AEW. All I know is like I popped in and seen it. Isn't it like he's feuding with FTR and Edge, or you know, Cope? I'll say like, yeah, obviously Radar Superstar Cope, which makes sense. His last name Adam Copeland. So that's a cool play on words, but with Cope, this reminds me literally of Home Alone, like this park right here. And then all the cars going by, it's crazy. Holy shit! Yeah, New York drivers do be like that though. I won't even lie, like they're insane. They drive like going quick as hell. It's funny that they put that in here, but yeah, FTR and like Cope versus the Death Riders. I definitely see it building to Edge or Cope becoming the world champ. Let's see, when isn't it like Revolution? That's the next pay-per-view that's coming up. I see, yeah. Cope definitely getting the win over Mox. Because I mean, Mox is what though? Isn't he like the first time, like 4-time AEW world champ? Which that's pretty wild. It's funny how they show it on music, because that's how it is. It's like a tourist spot, but like there's so much like there's construction and wild shit everywhere, and yo, even the ads, that's cool. Red Bull gives you wings. Oh yeah, that is an shit, bro. Listen, you just Rikishi, Stone Cold Steve Austin, my shit. That was rude. The original plans were for Darby to take the title off Bryan, but Mox said, let's run with this, and I'm sorry, Darby isn't a believable world champion because what he does to himself. I think Darby's a believable world champ, but it's like the Jeff Hardy style where he's the underdog, you know what I mean? And it's like, he should get the proper storyline to get that build. It should be the ultimate underdog type of story with it. Because I can imagine Darby being a world champ. I can imagine him getting it. It would be like the Jeff Hardy type of moment where everybody would flip the hell out. He's a fan favorite that's like, does crazy stuff like that. People said the same thing about Jeff Hardy. And then look at Jeff. He went and became multi-time world champion. So can't count out Darby. It's just they've got to do the right story in order to make it believable. You know what I mean? Sometimes the storytelling is wild. You know how they're using the bag and stuff? I don't know. That's bad taste for me. I don't like that. Like how they're using like they've been using the bag and stuff for story. I'm like, some of the things they do, I'm like, bad taste. Like I get it's wrestling and stuff, but like, come on, man. But definitely like, they just got to make it a believable underdog storyline. But I think Darby could pull it off. They just got to do the right storyline in order to build him up. Because he's definitely a pillar that's been there for a long time and would deserve his dues. He's been around for a long time doing stuff. Like, if he were to go to, like, WWE when, at some point after becoming, like, a champ, you already know. I don't know if he would, you know. It'll be like, truth be told, I can imagine at some point, because things have switched since how it was under Vince, CM Punk came back. Imagine if Mox came back. They don't even have to call him like Dean Ambrose anymore. They could be like, he's not Ambrose anymore, he's John Moxley. But they know the story of him. When he was known as Dean Ambrose, he was a part of the Shield, that Shield triple threat. I see like one more Shield triple threat happening before all three of them retire. That being Mox, that being Reigns, that being Rollins. Before they like retire for good, I see that triple threat happening one more time after all those years. You know what I mean? Because Roman's still got some time, definitely, I'd say, for sure. Same thing for Mox, same thing for Seth. But like, I see that happening before they all fully retire. And it's like Roman being more part-time, of course. So I mean, he had a historic run, like, yeah. You can just tell they're getting towards the end more with things. You could have just used the chokehold instead of, yeah, it was bad. It was bad taste. Like some of the things that they do, it's like crazy. And I know some people are like, oh my god, like they don't pull out like, yeah, they got the glass moves or all these things like with attacks and such. Like it might have joke to you. But it's like those things are dangerous. Obviously they put their bodies on the line with things and like they agree to those things, but it's still like dangerous as hell. Like how they have like death matches and stuff. I don't like those types of matches, truth be told. Like wrestling fans, some hardcore fans are like, yeah, blood, all that stuff. I'm like, those wrestlers are going through a whole lot of shit. Like with the glass and everything, having to get those all removed. Like, some of that stuff you're going to be feeling the rest of your life, and there's a risk with it. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, it's, even with, like, I'm just looking at things with New York City. It's like how it's a tourist attraction spot, but also they're showing, like, the humanity of it, like, the graffiti with it, a bunch of different places, like, how there's construction in some of the areas. Like, that type of stuff. I think that's cool. But, yeah. Ricochet swerve with a pair. Like, yeah, that was wild, dude, that they used, like, that, like, seriously, I'm like, bro. I don't know, that was even, like, bad taste for me. I'm like, I get Ricochet going, healing stuff, but, like, they could have just done, like, some steel chair spot or something like that to beat down with, like, those. I know it's to make it look sadistic, but, like, I don't know. But it's also even, like, how they did stuff like, well, I mean, it was kind of pushing it with Punk and McIntyre. Like, you know, but I mean, like, the beads and everything, shoving the beads in the mouth and stuff like that. The Claymore on the steps was nuts, but, like, that pushing, like, the realm of things, you know what I mean? Like, how they did Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and, like, had that barbed wire chair and stuff like that. Like, some spots like that where they're, like, safe, though. You know. Makes me sad I can't go to some of those spots on the outside because they look cool. But, yeah. Alright, anyways. Got any last questions, feel free to ask. I'll go to one more park, and I'm going to end it off in this next park. So, let's see. Get to the shop window. I enjoyed them all. The mall was cool. Then Swerve versus Hangman in the cage. The needle. There was a. Oh my god. They used that? Yeah, that's wild. I didn't know what. Like I said, I haven't been as much into AEW. Like, I'm mainly about like WWE. I know a bit of like bits and pieces of the storylines and stuff in other wrestling companies, but mainly just keeping up with like WWE stuff. But that's wild. Like, I'm using like, nah, man. Like that type of stuff, I'm like, yeah, bad taste. Some wrestling fans are, truth be told, it's like toxic, honestly. Like, some of it's like just crazy. Some that get like way obsessed with that being one realm, but then another realm being like, oh hey, all the blood and gore and like what happens to like the wrestlers with things, you know. And then they'll be like, oh, they still suck, even though they're going and pulling all these things, or like their flip moves and stuff like that, or the term like the midget term, because like some of them being smaller. You don't always need to be a big, gigantic, muscular wrestler to be good. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about like this era under Triple H, because under Vince he definitely went for like the bigger, stronger wrestlers, whereas Triple H is going off, and honestly The Rock, like both of them, they're going off of popularity, they're going off of like how much the crowd's behind them, they're going off of their skills, they're going off of all those things, like their wrestling skills, them being healthy, like a lot of different things, merch, all of it. I mean, Jay won the Rumble. Would you ever imagine that happening under Vince McMahon? Let's be real. Let us be real. But yeah, man, I'll go through the mall like 3 times and then I'll end it off. Hang on, jeez, that's insane. That's wild. That's wild. Like, why? Like, even why? Like, I just, no, that's insane. But yeah, I love that they have like this hidden like shop in here, even though there's like nothing in it. It's, well, it's like they're kind of like the stores. Yeah, I mean, it is a, truth be told, it is a, wait a minute, I just realized something with this. I think the mall, they actually, in the old game, had shops in it. Oh my god. Dude. With, like, the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I'm pretty sure with the mall, they had, like, items and stuff in there. And it was, like, actually vibrant. And in this, it took me all these years to even realize that and put the pieces together. It's the same mall, but it's at the level where, like, with this, it's abandoned. Can I go in there? Nah. But it's abandoned. Everything is gone. Like, all the shops are gone, all the graffiti and stuff with it. But I'm pretty sure there were actual, like, shops and stuff that they had in here. They were just closed. It was like an active mall that was closed. You know what I mean? But in this, it's like, you see that? Like, broken monitors in there. All the vandalism. That's crazy. And it's, like, symbolism for, like, how malls are going in there. Dying out now. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, because they were rails with that. There were rails on top of this. I remember as a kid, like, playing in there, I think there were rails across that, and the fountain working. In my opinion, taking the pencil away from Tony Khan. I mean, that's fair. It's like, he's a fan going and doing this, and it's like, just the pettiness of, like, some wrestling companies and fans with things. That's how it was with WWE. Like, honestly, how it was for Vince. Vince, when a wrestler was released, acted like they never existed. And didn't even show off, like, their footage or anything. But they still acknowledge wrestlers that aren't even around. Like, they say, like, Sasha Banks, you know, even though Mercedes is now in AEW. Which, that's cool. It shows it's healthier under Triple H. Because it's like, he's wishing these wrestlers well. Even when they get released, he still wishes them well. And it's like, you can come back. You just, like, they go off of, like, a lot of stuff, because it's different. TKO owns it. It's not just WWE or like some Vince McMahon type stuff. It's like TKO, UFC and WWE being combined, having their own board, The Rock being a part of that board, and it shows he's actually, they are listening to the fans, because Cena's heel. Like, Cena's heel. We're getting a match with like Rhea and Bianca and Io. I'm pretty sure Rhea's gonna be in it, so a match with them, all 3 of them. And then you can have a rematch where, like, one of them gets a rematch at it, like Bianca versus Io or something in a rematch at a pay-per-view. Rhea versus Bianca with a pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. Like this is a rivalry that can go for a long time between all of them. And that's big. But getting those types of things, it's a healthier environment than under Vince. You can tell like the wrestlers enjoy it more, but there's obviously still frustration with things because it's tough. Like there is a limited amount of spots for things, and it's so star-stacked now. It really is. Like there's so much star power in the WWE. It feels like Attitude Era level. Because look at all the stars that are in. It might even be, truth be told, bigger. Because you had so many Hall of Famers then, you got so many future Hall of Famers now. And people don't even realize it. Like, this roster that they have now is absolutely insane. Like, it shows even WrestleMania. Like, even, like, singles matches on the card and stuff. You got, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Drew and Priest is going to be another one that develops over time for WrestleMania. They're going to be filling out the spots for each night. But definitely, I see that happening. Drew and Damian, Logan being put maybe into things with the IC title, because Braun's, I got a feeling, going to defend it in like a ladder match or something. It's going to be like Finn, Dom, AJ, a bunch of them like with it. But yeah, and hey, my boy Chase, my son, my doggo, my boy, my son. Yeah, come on, Chase. Come here. Want to sit with me? Come on. You chill with me. Yeah, that's a good boy. He's a very good boy. You in here chilling with me. Emma, hello. You gotta be mindful. Be mindful. I got the camera right there. You be mindful, honey. I love you. You can chill in here with me too. You can chill too. You just gotta be mindful. But yeah, I'll go through this one more time, then I'll end it off. But, yeah, like, there's just so much star power. It's insane, man. The card for WrestleMania is going to be absolutely stacked when it resolves. Because right now, it's already stacked with the 4 matches we've got, and there's going to be even more added. It's going to be so, so good. I'm really excited for it. But, yeah. With that being said, I'm going to end this off. I went through this mall again, and like I said, it just hits in the heart. Because it was literally, like, they had Tony Hawk Pro Skater boxes with it. This was an active mall that was going, and then now it's like abandoned. They literally went the theme of like time, like all the graffiti and the murals and stuff with it. It's wild. But yeah, so anyways, Dead Pine Mall, and it's crazy because yeah, Dead Pine. It hits in the heart, dude. It was literally like an active mall with all these shops, and then they made it where like now it's abandoned because it closed. Like how a lot of that happened during the pandemic, and even now, I have a local mall that is gone. I mean, he just sat down. That's perfect. Sitting and looking at it. That's the way to end it off. But even my local mall that I went to when I was a kid is like closing for good, and it's wild, man. It hits in the heart. But yeah. So with that, I'm going to end this off, you guys. Thanks so much for watching me play Tony Hawk Pro Skater, as well as the announcement for Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 3 and 4. I might split it into 2 parts, so I might do some like LP type stuff. You know, or just do like playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. I might split it where like the reaction itself will be a video, and then the gameplay with all this being a video. But yeah, so anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm really excited for Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 3 and 4 getting remastered and coming back. They're childhood games of mine that I love playing, and just sitting and seeing how they're gonna update things with this. Like even the small details, like with this, like the mall being closed now, that's not even a small detail. Like it used to be an active mall that they had for the first game, and then after all these years, like how malls have closed and such, and crazy in ways become a thing of the past. A lot of the malls, you know, it's just insane. But anyways guys, that is gonna do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, definitely be sure to leave a like. I appreciate it big time for you guys even coming in and watching, enjoying it. But yeah, if you're new to my gaming channel, definitely be sure to leave a subscribe. It means a lot. I upload on here regularly. I started back up after a year. And, yeah, definitely just love gaming and putting more content on here. We're at like 75 subs. We're on the road to 100. And thank you so much for the 75 of you that have subscribed to the gaming channel. It means a lot. We're on the road to 100. And I've wanted to showcase some of the other things I'm interested in besides just Beyblade and Bakugan, doing them after all these years. Of course, going with them and continuing to go with them going forward, but doing some of the things that I really, really love doing as well, like gaming, even talking about things with WWE, which on my TikTok, I've been making videos talking about WWE storylines, how I think things will go. Just branching out with what I do and what I enjoy and showing off the other interests. So, like, you know, Pokemon with, like, gaming on here, Tony Hawk, like, with the games and stuff. Like the gaming things I love doing, wrestling, Beyblade, Bakugan, art, all the interests I have. And showing the, just, I guess, skills I have with them, or the loves that I have for them. But yeah, anyways guys, until next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, have a good day, stay awesome, and game away. I'm up out of here.